As we feel the energies of protection and joy, let's come up in the Sacred Geometry Healing cards, Emily Kispada. So I'm listening very quietly to a song from Joe Walsh. Life's been good to me so far. And I've had a big morning already. How are you going? So I've done lots already. As you come in or you join this later, whenever you see this for yourself. This is number 9 of 21. Gee, I hope I've got the 21 count right. I did it very quickly, very roughly. So if I'm out and it's not 21, well, it will be what it'll be. So this is number 9 of 21. As you come in to this beautiful space, and I say it's like coming into a mothership, and actually grandmother caretaker energy is what the vibration of the energy is that I'm actually bringing through myself, especially with the healing of Uluru, which I'll be sharing more about soon, 21st of the 12th. Many of you have already said that you will be coming. The energy that's been created in what I'm bringing through newly is observing all the other groups, people, meditation that's bringing in a lot of people for Uluru on the 21st of the 12th. There's another group that are bringing through from a prophecy from their connection with a bunch of crystals that the Pleiadians are bringing through. One will go to one person or something, they said, and anyway, but I'm not to share the links at the moment. Then there's another Julia, who shared a message from the actual elders there physically, what they were bringing through with the rainbow serpent with Uluru, which is the umbilical cord connection related to what I have been personally bringing through in service with a personal link and connection with Uluru from personally climbing it in 1992. And so I'm not the only one that is feeling a personal link. I was not aware I was going this way today with what I'm sharing with you. See, coming on live is just that. I'm covering the past 7 days of bits and pieces, and this will be for as long as it needs to today. There is no, this is going to be 9 minutes, 15 minutes. I did 2 others this week. One was 15 minutes, one was 9. And it was wonderful to bring through that newer energy of a shorter message that I'm bringing through with you. However, Monday's lives is for a reason, a purpose as well, to be there for a guiding light, a spiritual beacon for you to come home to, for yourself to join, whoever you are. I do my best to retain more basic plain words and explanations of what energies I work with in being really fucking raw and real as a human being, that I often say the Buddhist teachings to me is common sense. So, you know, it's about unconditional love, isn't it? On my personal timeline, I was guided very much. It's like the angels pick me up and I just go in this energy mode and it just happens. They carry me in their wings, I say. And this happens quite often with me in living in service 24/7, because I'm also been asked recently to share with you all that you too are living in service, divine service 24/7. And as I've been very vocal about this as a trailblazer, ascension pioneer, blazing a new trail through myself personally in my human template of feeling and experiencing myself before others has been a challenging and tough role that I've grown into very nicely now. And I've learned to master, and I'm always learning and always mastering of what does that mean? And how do you handle living 24/7? Well, that's what I'm here through sharing about myself, being raw, real, and open and honest here. And the first golden key message with that is to realize that you're no longer, this was the message, you're no longer an angel where you don't need to eat, sleep, rest and you operate 24/7 and you come down to come into this human body. That's the message. Did you feel that tingle? Did you feel that energy tingle down you, especially in the thighs, down the legs? Okay. And then balancing, there's two of you, you've got double energy. And I said this to people, you've got your spirit and your soul, you're double masters, you're double. So these Monday weekly lives are for those of you that are ready to step it up even more, the only ones of their kind on the planet. You're welcome. Thank you for being here with me, because I love teaching and sharing of what it is for me. Every time I come on, I am being brave. Start before you're ready. Okay, and I'm not saying that for you to say, oh, how brave are you? Good for you. That's great. Thank you for those that thank me and feel it. I don't say it for that. I say it to let you know that I start before I'm ready. I'm guided to come on every week. And what I've been through, and I've shared with you completely 100% transparent with everything with me, is the greatest gift that you have let me know that's helped you. And I'm seeing so many of you grow and change. And I thank you, those of you that have been. It's such a blessing to see when someone, two souls commenting, I've just come across you. This is wonderful. And then Sharon, you know who you are, said, oh, she's great. I've been following her for 5 years now. And I went, whoa, I've now become one of them. So it's interesting to see, and just slow down for a minute, take a breath, come into the now, because the other message is so many of you are still not breathing. What does that mean? It means feel and listen, slow down to what I'm sharing, bringing through. Get rid of the head and anything that may pop in of, I know I've been doing that, I've done that before. What I'm bringing through to you now truly, really is live, raw, and real of the stage of resonance. If someone asked me, what does the stage of resonance mean? It means my name's Anastacia. That's my birth name. I grew up being called Anna, so my family and school friends will call me Anna. However, from now and for the past 25 years, I've been Anastacia, so it's been quite a while for me, even though I grew up with that name. So anyone that meets me, it's Anastacia. And so Stasia is a shorter form of that in Hey Stasia, Hey Stage, you know, and as the energies come to the planet measured by the Schumann's resonance, which is an actual device type of that produces this flow of the Earth's pulses, and it monitors Gaia's pulses literally at the exact time that the energies come to the Schumann's, comes through myself personally, firstly to the planet, linking spirit and soul, that I'm in not only fifth dimensional energy, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fifth dimensional is pure divine unconditional love for all. I've needed to go forward as a pioneer in what I share and leave and talk and bring through, because that's just who I am, and my role here with you all in divine service with humanity. It's taken me a long time to step up and grow into that and to own it, to value my real truth of who I am and not hiding anymore. More and more of you are starting to message and email me. I've been behind the scenes as well. Something about when I watched your last video is just they're starting to trickle in. So there are still many that are still behind the scenes that are just coming out more now. So those of us that are communicating now, see, we need to be leaders within ourselves of shining our lights. There's nothing left to wait for. Or what are you waiting for is the biggest message I can say. So I'm just going to have a quick look and welcome everyone in. 9/11, 44 people, beautiful, great numbers. Hey Sharon, hey Marty, morning, Rosemary, Rachel, hello Carol, Carrie. Each one of you, as I read your names and anyone else that comes in, I just bring in and welcome that energy in speaking, voicing, talking. New ascension from the stage of resonance, Anastacia Blue Beyond Guide. We need to voice to grow further in our ascension. Take that one. Okay, this is what I was given. You take what you like. This is my truth. It's always 100%. And someone even laughed and jokingly said this morning, I love how you know you're always 100% right. I said, whew, Spirit's always 100% right. Anastacia, no, I'm not always right. So when I'm in that space of bringing through my messages, what I know through my personally, I don't call it channeling. I just don't. I don't say my guides and my this. I own it all, and it's from me. It's from me, from being very real, and I've got one foot and the other foot in the ground, and there's golden roots in my visions coming, and bring that in for yourself. Golden roots coming from the bottom of your feet, and zoom it into a core, a beautiful golden silver yin and yang symbol, golden silver of divine masculine and divine feminine, yin and yang energies perfectly balanced. And that's the vision, and you can do that instantly. You're ready for this. You're ready. Doesn't matter who you are, whether you know me or not, or whether you knew me when I was growing up. And I'm talking about yin and yang is yin and yang. Everyone knows the symbol. Masculine, feminine. I'm talking in real terms. You don't need to have to know all the big spiritual esoteric words that I'm getting away from more and more. And I've seen someone else write it as well. I'm going, you go, because I'm also delivering the same thing, because it became a competition for egos with this spiritual knowledge and spiritual information. I've seen so many elevate themselves. Bless them. We love them for being here. It's not our place to judge anybody. I'm not better than anyone else. I speak energy, resonations through my emotions and feeling, and feeling very fucking clear within myself. Feel that? And that's in you, deep down in you. I am a mirror of pure, just pure unconditional love energies of loving myself unconditionally, for being here for a reason and purpose. That I've known this since I was a little girl. Many of you know as well and felt this when you were younger, and what it is. And now feel the energy come from the thighs down through the knees and down to the ankles. Now the energy's coming in. I'm helping you right now to embody from spirit into your soul. Watch this back again later, again and again. This is a benchmark divine healing today. Number 9, you know what? 9 is endings, isn't it? So number 10 is going to be special in 7 days' time. Are you feeling this? Are you breathing? Are you taking a moment to take a breath? You just breathe. Breathe and feel. It is really that simple. You need to have your conscious wits about you, your conscious awareness to take one breath. That's all I'm fucking asking you. It's not rocket science. It's not hard. It doesn't need to be this hard now. Okay? Just take a breath. Big shift of energies. We've gone to 12:51. I'm just going to take a breath myself. We've cut the intro to 12 minutes 51. So I've gotten shorter, 36 minutes, 26. And now I've cut it to 12 minutes now for the intro, because I do so much before I come on now. Before I used to do it with you live. I don't do that with you live anymore. I do it myself. And so the intros are getting smaller. Before, people would say, I'd sort of fast forward to like the 30-minute mark. And that's when and I go, yeah, that's when I kicked in. So now we're doing it so much quicker. So thank you for those that's coming to the first part of the intro. Daniel says, thanks for being raw and real, helps with being authentic myself. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Hey, Superman. Hey, Matthew, Natalie, Krista. Thank you for showing us the way. You're welcome, and thank you for thanking me for that. Thank you. Feels nice to be thanked. After being rubbished for so long and mocked and criticized and bullied myself, just like you. I still go through things just like you. However, for like you, where you're at, your vibration level is unique for you, and everyone's is, mine is too. I still go through what you go through, and that's the magic. Is I'm not here hiding. I'm not, and I'm not saying people that write do. Please, I just don't go into that bullshit, please. I'm just saying that others write. I know the struggles they're going through behind the scenes. I have seen it has been revealed to me. And it's time to cut to the chase and go up now and raise above the energy above that, of a grandmother caretaker's energy. I'm stepping it up right now. And see this? This is Uluru. We are utilizing the Uluru energies, freedom energies from here until the 21st of December. Each one of these is a beautiful link and a divine healing with Uluru energies. I'm bringing these through live every week, free, what people call free. I don't believe in free, as in I have set energy exchanges. It's not about money. Energy exchanges for booking in for me for an hour or 2 hours, whatever, that I have been given the energy vibration frequency. So I'm out of it personally. You want it? Come and get it. It's 10 times worth that in human terms value of what you'll get from anyone else. I'm not about that. That's the energy exchange. And if it's too much and you think of whatever, it's not for you. You don't understand. You're not ready for the blue beyond guide, Anastacia, personal one-on-ones. I am open up again. People are starting to come back in again. And there may be less on offer because the energy that it takes to put into them is very big. And I'm sharing more with you publicly. So it seems that I'll be doing more of these videos and everything like that. And the time that I was given spiritually to do the one-on-ones per week will be reduced. There was only one a day. So you feel into this for you. I'm opening back up. I'm opening the blue doors with the gold in the middle. Pray and ask if you feel on the bluebeyondguide.com/divine healings. You can see a write-up of what it is, so you can take it further personally and one-on-one if you're guided. If not, that's okay too. I do need to table and let people know and remind them because people ask me a lot of questions. I don't advertise. I can't advertise. I'm not about that. It's all energy, 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 energy. And so it's easy for me now to continue because I'm here with you, raw and real, going through these energy waves. How do you know? People say, because I fucking felt it first. And I felt it in spirit and soul as a template. I feel firstly, please understand, you get it? I feel firstly for the planet. There's no one else on the planet that gets it firstly as I do. It's just my truth. Okay. Yes, you can say, oh, you're number one. You're the only one in the world. Yes, well, that's true too. I don't look at it from that aspect. However, that is true. Okay. It's here. These are ascending masters energies. This is from what's been the energy title frequency of a grand master with the planet, with you masters. And I'm saying it's joyous and wondrous to be here with you all because I'm not up on the stage. Everything changed. What we had planned and what so many of us saw changed. I didn't know I needed to say this, but obviously I may need to validate some of you. The visions that I was giving of, and people, other people told me this. I wasn't fantasizing, and good luck if I was to create it. And other people were saying, I see you on the stage and thousands of people, and I see books, I see you on the shows. And whew, we did a shift, 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 shift. That shifted. That was for another timeline. So we have to start again. Take a breath. Even right now, where you are, seeing your solar plexus, a golden circle, the sun, the Logos sun. See that in your energy center on your stomach. There we go. And I'm changing it from chakra to energy center because I need to let you know I'm going as a grandmother caretaker energy, going to be sharing bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. I've been doing this for a long time. So it's only now that I'm going to say I will share bits of you, of souls that I resonate to. Lisa Gaulis, I resonated. People have said to me, how dare you share something Lisa Gaulis wrote? She's dark, she's this, that. When you're of a higher energy, you understand that it's her purpose to bring through what she is. And a lot I don't resonate and vibrate to of the dark shit that she shares. But I tell you what, I skim through and I take the golden bits that resonate for me. She's got her own job. Start doing that with others instead of shutting them down completely. Come from a higher place. Here's a tip, golden key. Come from a place of accepting where they're at, seeing what's being triggered. What are the golden nuggets? What are the golden nuggets? And the golden nugget was I got my own message, as I quite often do. What I'm going through is not in a book. I don't have an Anastacia Blue Beyond guide to bring through what I am with you. So I've been working directly with God, the divine source, the universe, the angels, whoever you want to call it, right? That source, connection, God, Christ, consciousness, right? Here we go, big shift coming through. Balancing above and below, yin and yang, masculine and feminine. Whew. Okay, big clearing of the headspace. Feel that go. That was big. That was big, 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 big. We just did like a poof. Here's the planet Earth, and we just took a whole casing of energy off the whole planet. Please understand we just did that. Together. Together. This is all it takes. We're going to do something together on the 21st of the 12th here, Supermasters. I am writing something up. It's still forming. More's coming. I want to put big event, a big flashy photo and a big sign and make it fancy like others are doing now. And Spirit's going, hold on there, girl. Raw and real. Coalface forefront. You got a personal, you're energy caretaker responsible of the whole planet. And I've known this for a long time. I've been told I watch the planet form. So if that's too far out there for people, bad luck. But I watch the planet form. I'm ancient, old. I've been here for a very long time, eons. And I'm winding up of repeating and saying what I've been saying, not only here in the last 2016, I shared an update on the Blue Beyond Guide Facebook page. It was from 2016 that people went, gasp, that's me right now. Where was I? To not, I wish I could have read that then. I went, no, you know yourself, you weren't ready. And I'm finishing the old karmic loops. We are finishing you, me, we. And this was backed up by Celia Fenn that I read today. I think I feel like shift. There's another big release. Feel that come out of the head and the brain area again. Feel that for yourself. I was just feeling all your energies and transmuting. I need to take a moment. These are powerful, 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 powerful third eye. Powerful, 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 powerful healing energies. If you take a moment here to feel and breathe in and take in what you want, what you need. I am not holding back in this space. I'm not tempering this for anybody. This is completely raw, real, as it flows in the moment. Every 7 days you have this to come back to help yourself till the 21st. Hallelujah. We've got this covered. You're in service. There's nothing left to wait for. We are the rainbow warriors. Prophecies. I share bits and pieces. We are the rainbow warriors. We are returning right now. We have returned. We need to grow into that more and more. Okay? We need to grow into that more and more. Trust, faith, believe. If you don't have your faith and trust, and many have lost their faith and trust, sit with that for yourself. I was given a message, 23 minutes. I was given a message that many of you have lost your faith. And I was let know that I am to be your faith when you don't feel strong enough. I'm here. It was beautiful to feel that. Whew. I'm to be your faith because I have enough for all of us. Thanks for being here too, because you've made me a better me. So when you thank me, I can't take that on because God, Source, has got this. I'm a messenger. And I want to thank you because you showed up. Thank you for thanking me, for bringing mine through. However, I just want to share it with you. You showed up. You're here. You come up, someone said recently, it's taken me 6 months to watch your videos, and now I'm brave enough and I've started mine. You are such an inspiration for me. And now I'm going to write that book soon. That you just, we did that in one-on-one divine healing. And I said to her, I thank you. You did the hard work. Yes, I was able to provide, but how long did it take you to get here where you are? How old are you? That's how long. And then add eons, add past lives you're not aware of, and add that we've never been here before. And 53, 8, infinity, infinity, and beyond. The word beyond is very powerful. The word name Blue Beyond God was given to me a very long time ago. Higher heart off the chest, the pressure from your heart, higher heart, link the two. You have two heart chambers, two heart chakras there, and you actually have a third, which is called your holy grail of the dragon diamond codes that's there. But just sit with that, okay? I've shared other healings with that before, but at the moment it's about bring yourself into your heart and feel and breathe. Many are coming from the higher heart only and they're not embodying. And the breath is what will embody you, and your consciousness will help you. This can take a moment. We have been, and we're still going through. It's not what I've written in the energy updates that, oh, we had a rebirth, and then we had this, and then we had that, and now I'm starting all of those bits as a timeline of the energies that come to the planet, of what we're experiencing, going through on a grander scale, that I'm able to voice to you as a grand master, bringing through, putting into words what has not been spoken before. So when people say, I went through that too, I know what you mean, I did this, I know you don't know. You don't know what it means at this vibrational level. This is new to the planet, bless you. You'll learn with me, because I'll just tell you fucking straight up. No. In love. Big deal. Get over it, get through it, get around it. Jump on that bloody thing. Freaking hell. We got to start being more accepting and understanding with each other in our world, that we're all broken. That what might be okay for you might not be for someone else. We've got to start have some more understanding, acceptance with each other. Because if we can't get our fucking act together and our shit together, how the fuck is everyone else going to get their shit together? I'm bringing through a new platform that you are coming to, and I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. We are bringing through this new platform that hasn't come to the world and the planet before. Together. It's about unity. We hear these fucking words, collective and unity and gathering and we are one and blah, blah, blah. How about we get real? Put your money where your mouth is, what just came. I'm going, really? How good is that a bloody spiritual term? It's not about the fucking money, but that's a saying that came is where's your energy at? All right. The way we win is from the inner. They cannot take your consciousness away from you within. That's your fucking superpower. Nobody can take it away from you. Even a person in prison can have their own freedom within themselves. Okay? I'm going to start from the bottom up today. I'm going to start from what I've written from the last number 8 of 21, burning off the dross double. Okay? Listen, we've gone through a most massive energy frequency upgrade that I, on the stage of resonance, reported it to you. I will always give you in a color. When you see me share a colored background with something, know that is a stage of resonance. I don't want to keep writing it all the time. I don't want to take the space up with saying that. And I don't have the time to go in and put stage of resonance. Couldn't be bothered with all that. I just want to I need to keep going. So please know that is like a stage of resonance saying the latest I can do 1, 2, 3, how many of those between each weekly live. Please know there are still below the iceberg deeper energy updates being written. I just want to remind you that I'm no longer sharing, and I'll be saying this less. They're by email of an exchange that was given from AU 2 to 22, where you'll get all the videos, all the memes, and the below the iceberg update. There'll be at least 1 or 2 for those that want to. So the Oracle speaks at bigpond.com. Please email. Please be prepared for that exchange. It's up to you to keep track of it for each month. Again, I'm here with you. I do not have the time to put on chasing those things up. Spirit will look after it. You're big enough. Step up. You're beautiful enough. Make that contribution. You keep track of it for me. We're doing this together. We're doing this together. We're doing this together. It's about energy exchange, not money. Please, that's a big message I did not know I was going to bring through like that. It seems to be at the surface for a lot, so I'm clearing that level right now. We've been burning off the dross, which is the old energies office. Many ascension symptoms have been going on. I do not write about them anymore. I used to do that many years ago. I've shifted my vibration. I don't need to report the ascension symptoms. I might do a general one every now and then. Jazz Maheen from the Art of Resonance, I share hers. They are timeless ascension symptoms. Many people share about that. Now, the most recent ascension symptoms has been the hot flashes, but different. It's a burning. That's part of burning off the dross of the energies. Another one has been the gut issues and digestion. Huge. The Buddha belly, and then some double. What do I call a Buddha belly is, and Lisa Transcendence Brown spoke about this beautifully previously, and it was her that I related it to off a long time ago, and that you wear stretchy clothes when you go to, because you're just transmuting so much through the physical body. Get real. Being in fifth, what we call in our spiritual terms 5D, fifth dimensional energies, which is being in pure unconditional love for all, of living we are one. There's no jealousy, there's no nothing. It's pure divine love. And gee, it's very hard to find others that are like this. The amount of people that do not know unconditional love that I've had to teach and train how to, because others helped me too. That's how I've had others, because I didn't know with myself. So I've been really blessed too. And I've had others close to me that loved me unconditionally over many years, different people that helped me in those different areas and facets. Because at the moment, with our double upgrade, picture yourself as this huge diamond, a huge diamond shape. And it's all these facets over there. That's you. We are upgrading the whole of your diamond all at once. Do you understand how big this is? So it's this connection and this connection, every single connection, every facet, every angle. Oh, thank you, Diane Plunkett. That was really, I felt you. My energy was taken straight to you just then. And you're right, it takes special people to share the inner truth and wisdom for people to awaken and grow into their God selves. Yes, the I am a creator God. And I am my own planet, and you are creator gods as well. Without people sharing, the mass cannot wake up. Yes. Thank you, and Source for all the enlightenment share. And we thank you too. So behind the scenes, no more. We are ending. Here we go. Big upgrade energy coming through. Thank you, Diane. I'm blessing everyone else because I felt your beautiful healing energy, and I'm going to embody that more, and I'm going to share that. Thank you. I honor you for that. That came through pure from Source. That's how Source works. It's not what you say, it's the feel that came straight pure, and I felt it was a blessing from Diane, and I'm sharing that blessing energy with you because she didn't try to help me. She didn't try and tell me what to do. She didn't, you know, okay, big shift. How many people say, I've got a message for you? No, you've got a message for you. You. I'm a rainbow mirror. I've been for many years now. And so I've had a while to grow into this. So I'm more used to it now. God bless them. Okay, big shift happening. Okay, we have golden, dark golden, and this is my woo-woo stuff. Visualizing dragons, golden, green, and blue, a really shiny royal blue, a really mint green, a really dark green dragon, and a silver dragon. And they're flying around us above, doing a big healing above you in what I call your spirit, which is another you, another outline of you, like a space person that floats. And I can also call that your galactic you. So there's a couple of extra yous. Okay. It's linked to your higher self. We're ascending higher and higher and closer to that knowing and feeling and experiencing through our emotions, firstly. Boom. That's how it works. That's how it flows. That's how it rolls. That's how it rock and rolls. Literally. Rock and roll. Rock and roll spiritual ascension with Anastacia Blue Beyond Guide. I love that name. What do you feel about that? I saw heaps of you laugh then. It's true. Mm. Right, 36 minutes. I'm going to keep going. Wow, I have just gone every facet all over the place today. I just knew and felt and source and spirit just show up today, and you will be shown because it's a myriad of things right now. Wow. Somebody shared with me in a message. Many do not understand the burning of the dross. They are holding on to so much of the old because it's familiar, but there's no longer any foundation in the old 3D. It is, as you have previously said, and those of us who've been doing this for decades truly comprehend the full picture. And that's not saying we're up ourselves or above you in any way, in those of us that it has been decades. Okay, we are older in human years. That's all that means. There's no room for jealousy, comparison, or competition right here. But a fucking elder is an elder, boom, in any culture of someone that's older in human years. So they've learned wisdom over the years. That's the space where I come from in sharing that. Apparently, I'm an elder, and I had to accept that. I was an elder, and it was given to me many times from many people and from above when I've been let known of holding a certain energy vibration of the term grandmaster, of the term elder. I feel it. I'm embodying it. I can't deny it. So it's been hard and challenging for me to be able to share that from my inner heart's truth and no ego and no labels or name. And I'm fine with it now. I got really criticized at first. If you don't understand, it doesn't mean it's not right. And people just need to accept that it's the words I use. And if you want to know, ask me. If you don't, how about you give me some respect? Because in my world, that's just a title and a label like you have. So I keep my stuff very real with other people too. Many have or are still feeling a strange nothingness space. There's been old abundance pattern blocks of energy. See, I've written this, so now I just did that healing understand. That's when I was surprised that that came through. I just went in the flow and trusted, and I've been giving the evidence and the proof here where I wrote old abundant pattern blocks of energies. Boom, there it is. Because on the 16th of October at 9 a.m., yes, it's my birthday. Hallelujah. It's the ending of a 9 for me. It'll be a 1 year for us. And as a template, firstly, to the planet for humanity, I can assure you we are coming to a planetary 1 energy number vibration, because that is where the buck will stop right there that morning, bringing through a live through. I'll share that event soon. Please It's the end of the old karmic cycles in the human being of our lineage and eons, please. It's not just you right now. These are the ending of the, and God bless Celia Fenn, because she wrote that. She wrote about it. And that's why I say to you, I'm linking beautifully with Celia Fenn what I've been stating about. I love what she brings through. And yes, she wrote about it. I'm not to read that at the moment. I'm just asking, I'm just bringing some energy above and below. Yes, I did. It's here. At this time on the Earth's spiral journey through time space, the day and the night are of equal length, balancing the light and the dark into one radiant love. So in our lives, the pressure to balance out our energies and bring the duality in oneness will be intense. It's been double. It's been a double upgrade. Okay. Double. You are a double master 1111. Just take that in, even if you don't get it. There's a you above and a you below. Okay. The one that sees the visions and the fantasies and astral travels and dreams and sleeps and all that. That's you, another you in spirit. Okay. Happy birthday, Rachel. Also a theme from now until the end of October and into the Scorpio gate and the 1111 will be the deep healing and activation of our DNA. It's been a double helix DNA upgrade that I was shared about. Beautiful. Yes. I see how I have a bit more for what I'm to bring through, what beautiful Celia brings through. The human angelic template is emerging very strongly, and we are releasing deep ancestral pain. Remember, I said about the angelic energies, you are no longer an angel 24/7, and it's like communicating with you and the human being. You need to slow down and breathe. You need to shift your pace. Do you understand this better now? You're releasing deep ancestral pain. You may feel this is chaos and anxiety and stress, but as this energy leaves, it's being replaced by the deep and profound diamond light. I shared a post about diamond light upgrades coming through recently. Fits in beautifully with this. Yes. This is deep karmic healing relating to past and future energies and the healing of our solar system and our planet. There it is as well. This deep karmic healing relating to past and future and the healing of our solar system and our planet is and will be ending energetically. I don't know how, when, where yet. We wait and see. We wait and see. This comes in bits and steps. I can give you a date. I have to grow into it. I have to start before I'm ready. Please start before you're ready, because I want to finish off with this. There's more that I've got written, but I need to say goodbye before I go, because the energy is so fun here and I love it. And when I want to stay and go longer, that's my signal to get off. It's like, this is so good. Okay, all right, enough. We've got to keep going in our lives now. It's an eternal divine energy space when I come in here with each of you live. So when I'm feeling soon, I don't want to get off, I will then go very quickly. So thank you for showing up for today and hanging in there for as long as you do. I'll keep going now, because I need to shift out of this energy space, because a lot of releasing, a lot of dark energies are coming up from you all. So I have to back off now. So the healing is coming in. And it's like sewer water. It's a big pipe with just full of sewer water of the collective, of humanity, of what you, me, we have been transmitting for everybody else. And we dump it. And then we see blobs of gold come in like oil. And shiny, sparkly gold is starting to come in. Okay, we are cleansing, cleansing, cleansing. And in the middle of that pipe, you see planet Earth there, and then this pipe. It's a vision. It's a double vision joined. The healings are by visions, and I'm describing and explaining from a ninth dimensional energy space words to these visions And I'm slowing down more and more. I am to lead, teach, guide, show the way, heal through myself with you all, firstly, for me, for you to feel what it is for you. I will never tell you what to do. You're your own master. But I am a teacher. I am a grandmaster and I'm a teacher. I was a born teacher. My mum taught, my brother teaches, my sister teaches, my dad had the teacher ability. It is really strong in my genes. And living it through me, when people get close to me, I go, oh, it's a bit challenging being a friend with me. I just call it as I see it when you talk. And each time the person I've said that to has said, oh, no, I love you when you call me on the bullshit of that energy. No, that's great. And someone else said that to me recently. I just said, oh, I'm still getting used to you telling me that you want to hear this stuff, that because I too have been through a lot just like you. So start before you're ready. There's nothing else left to wait for. What are you waiting for? Is what you need to ask yourself. What are you waiting for? There's nothing left. It's you. It's here. It's us. It's now. You need to hear this personally. Don't say I know. It's good for me to feel that as every time. So don't jump ahead. So much jumping ahead without taking the breath to feel and jumping ahead and going to the next bit. May take you 2 weeks to learn that one or longer. I'm learning how to shift, calling our chakras. I'm going back doing a full loop, finishing off and closing this off now in a golden loop, golden energy ball over the planet Earth. I'm now placing, and I'm creating that golden grid of the seed of life over the whole planet. And it's going to amplify and pulse to each of our energy centers. That's why I was guided to wear the seed of life for the chakras today. Gather momentum, focus on the planet, see the round earth, and see a gold energy outside like that, outside the earth, and then see that form over like the flower of life. Keep going with that visual, keep creating it. I'm working with you all. It's bringing light, light, light. We can do this now. See the planet in there. Okay. There it is. It's on. You needed to see the visual. Visuals are powerful. Use them. That's how you ascend and grow further into 6D. You're coming into 6D while still landing in 5D. You can do that. It's in layers. How's that feel? You can only choose for you right here and now. And I shared right now, I choose inner peace and freedom, and I do so from within, firstly, of unconditionally loving myself and not beating myself up. We are far from over. We're just beginning, people. We're just beginning. You're in service, and we are just beginning. Your time is not up. You're not done. So you need to stop, brush yourself off, take a breath in a moment. Picture that golden seed of life over your solar plexus. Go on, shift it to your stomach. See that come over your stomach. You are enough. Just be me. You just need to be you. Honestly, put the brakes on, slow down. We've got till the 21st of the 12th. You've got time. There's no rush. We are in a big, major healing upgrade. There it is. There it is. There it goes. You're in service. This is just the beginning. Your faith and your consciousness is what's needed. You need to stay to hang in there and be brave. And if you're going through, like some people are going through some energies where it's dark and it's black and all these thoughts and all these old addiction energies are coming up again, breathe, feel released, have your faith, trust, and patience with yourself, knowing it will pass. You will recognize those blobs of gunk coming up as thought form balls that you need to purge and release because so many have come from their heads. It's an old loop. It does not reside in the new upgraded energies. So it's going to revisit you for you to raise above it and release it in love, and it won't return then. You really have to be gentle on yourself. There's a whole generation being exposed of childhood woundings is what's happening in the world with the lockdowns. It's pushing up child abuse by people in authority, especially in Victoria, Australia. That is their way of dealing with, they're all got PTSD, I believe, or police people, service people like that, ambulance, most of them. And they're brave and they show up. So this is their bitterness and their darkness and their way of handing abuse from when they were younger that's coming out, and they are atrocious with how they're dealing with people. Don't give me that fucking bullshit. They're just doing their fucking job. Don't even go there with me. I'm not into that shit. I'm talking about the energies of the trauma and the energies as a bigger picture. I'm sick of people defending shit. I'm tired of it. I'm not afraid to say it. Many of you felt the murky water post that I wrote has sparked off today, being number 9. Not going yet. I'm still hanging in here. There's a big shift happening. Of the overwhelming spirit of murky water. Start before you're ready. And I was taken out for quite a long time for a reboot. And when Stasia reboots, what does that tell you? There's the measurement for the whole planet energetically. It's that big. It's that fucking big. It's really big. And then we look at what it is I have to share in the words that have never been voiced, spoken, or written, newly creating new words of the energy vibrations of I can't repeat the old words again anymore. That's altered and that's changed for me. When I saw the posts coming up in memories and people are now going, oh my gosh, I have to move on to something further now because everyone's now resonating. So it's great for me because I get to do these lives and say, right, let's take it up some more notches live because I've tried that water for so long. I'm a professor at university. You're all like mature age university. That's the vision I've been given. I can take it up some notches now for those of you that want to be here. Oh, well done for quitting nicotine 18 days ago. 5 months for me. 1 year sober, 3 days, well done. You know, own your addictions. Many of us have addictions to thinking, overthinking. Have a look. What is your addiction? And own it is a message. You've got an addiction of some sort. It's in you. See if you're willing to take that up. Could be addiction to worrying, addiction to helping others come up the other day. Oh, well, that's a good one to call addictive energies. And own it and work with it. Consciously verbalize it. Be real. There is nothing left to wait for. And the message was people are not allowing themselves to stay and enjoy the moment before they take the next step. It's a conscious realization and feeling inwards. Many are not doing this, and this is a big key. This is a double helix upgrade. So with the stomach and the digestion, you may need to seek further assistance with yourself Michael's had to. We're taking some different, seeing naturopath, different digestive products that was intuited that we were needing to help us with that area. So remember, your physical body needs to be taken care of. It cops the brunt, and the food is not enough. No way is food enough. You need more, and it will be provided when you need it. So I don't want to go into, and I don't care about the energy. I care about you. Of I don't have the money, and I don't have. No, you need to fucking trust, ask, and it will be provided. Okay. For me, something always come when I needed a certain supplement. Miraculously, it appeared to give it to me. That's how it works. So don't stress. There's no excuses for you to receive self healing. No more excuses. At the moment, I'm going to shift this up and I'm going to keep going. 55, it will go to 60 and it's going to stop. I only did it for an hour. I'm so pleased that Spirit did that. 5544 are the numbers. So Spirit said, book it for an hour, not any longer. It will shut off. So that's good. So that means that Spirit's coming in, closing the energy for me to keep sharing in the space. So this is wonderful validation of that. So I understood what I mean. If you don't, that's okay. So I will share that we're refilling the shattering from from a past situation. Here we go. I'm on it. It's clearing the voice. When I didn't speak up, when I left a marital situation and walked out and left a lot, and I mean a lot behind. Okay, we're talking a lot: property, retirement funds, compensation funds, and walked out with a bag and got nothing in return. Hard pill to swallow, people. And that came back, and I'm like, why didn't I go in and go back and get the receipts and in court? And I blessed myself and I forgave myself because I knew and I know I needed to refeel it, though, guys, on a higher level of blessing and forgiving myself. It's the best way I can say it to you. It would not have worked for you to get it if I wrote that. I needed to share that and verbalize with you. That's what's happening at the moment. It's a reshadowing from the past that we were not able to hold a space for, and now we're refilling this to heal and release as you're now strong enough. Okay. I'm going to wind up and say that as a grandmother caretaker of the energies and bringing through healing, what this will be on the 21st of the 12th at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate those of you that it's all hours, but when you're living in service 24/7, doesn't really matter. You'll find a way if you're meant to be there. Of being a grandmother caretaker energy for the originals, the AB originals that the Pleiadians have let me know were the original human beings to the planet. I resonate with that. However, that energy is dark and has grieving going on that I'm healing personally with spirit, with them, with what they're bringing through for the planet, with the rainbow serpent and all the others, is being a grandmother caretaker of all of those energies. For me, it's bigger than bringing in the new galactic universal umbilical cord connection through myself. There are 4 videos that I've worked with Uluru so far for you to work with until the 21st. I will share a brief update with that soon. I will call it Uluru event, like it's like a little newsletter type thing, number 1, number 2. So I'll do different updates in that way, okay, to give you the latest with the Uluru, what we're doing with that. So I'll make that separate to the other energies and what comes through the planet on the stage of resonance. All right, got that? That's what I'm going to do. So we've done that together. Thank you for helping me. We're helping the Indigenous, the grief, the abuse in Australia of our Indigenous people, what happened. All right, and it's getting out of the emotions of who's right, who's wrong. They did that back then, let it go. All of that. I'm working on the grief of what happened to the people. I'm working with a healing with that, with spirit, with what I'm bringing through with Uluru, as well as an energy caretaker of the planet and the world, and of a grandmother energy of Uluru. It is what it is. That is my role and purpose. Thank you. Love you for those of you that feel the call to, because I know many of you have done healings. Thank you. I'll write about it soon. We're going. Love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.